This week on the No More Late Fees podcast, we are joined by our besties, Bria and Simone from the RoleCallPod. Before we dive into this week's movie, Seven, we wanted to catch up and give y'all a chance to get to know them better. Welcome, ladies.
Oh, so excited for today.
I am too.
So, ladies, we're glad to have you back on.
Yes.
Second season. You guys are in your second season as well. Tell us who you're covering this season, because last season was J-Lo. Don't.
Yeah, our second season we are covering Will Smith.
Okay.
And I'd like to say, as a preface, so Bria and I, we ended our J-Lo season around December and then picked Will Smith December. Like, we already knew we were going to do it. We said, let's take some time off for publishing videos, but let's just start watching movies and recording to get some stuff in the bank. And then the Oscars happened, and then we were like ready to publish our first episode, but we had to do a little like precursor of like, we chose this prior to the Oscars, and we understand that this is like a separate conversation that will be happening. But all of that like controversy stuff aside, if y'all tuned into any of our episodes for Jennifer Lopez, Will Smith, I'm finding, and kind of always knew, is an incredibly diverse person. He can play Will Smith really well, and he can play other people really well. So I've been having a great time this season, seeing the like depth and range.
I've been having a great time as a listener listening to the episodes. I mean, diving in. I always love when you guys do your bonus episodes, and I think that's what's so great about the two actors you've chosen, because they don't just do movies. Obviously they do music. So that's always fun, because Bria is so like such a music head, and like you could tell how excited she is for those episodes. Not that she's not excited the other ones, but it's just like an added like
passion.
Like a little whipped cream and cherry to the roll call pod, which is fun.
On top of the butter, just
yeah, exactly. Gotta get my pumps of butter. Yeah, but
cherry popcorn.
Honestly, it's been great. Like, I know there's controversy, but has the reception has it still been good though? Like, I'm hoping people still like the episodes like I do.
Yeah, I would say that there's definitely not as many like hardcore Will Smith fans like online or anything, so I can't gauge it that way. But I would say that, like, I don't know if this is just like second season know-how too, but I think like our social media has gotten a little better. And some of his episodes are like up there with some of the J-Lo episodes, not like in the top, but like, some of the already existing episodes. So that's nice, but we'll see how that goes. Like, if people keep listening and stuff or finding it.
And I think the comparison between the two is with a lot of podcasts, and I wonder if you find this with your listeners, that maybe not everyone will listen to every single one of your episodes, but will choose the movies that they've seen or movies that they really love. And with J-Lo, she has been in a lot of stuff, which I learned, but people kind of cherry picked their favorites, like Wedding Planner, Selena, and then our most popular one ended up being Bennifer, correct, Bria?
Yes.
So it was the pop culture like mini-so that ended up being our most popular one. But with Will Smith, I think there's more filmography that people are interested in. And so therefore I feel like they may not be cherry picking as much, but being like, oh yeah, Concussion. Oh, right. Men in Black, and all these different roles for them to listen to.
Yeah, I think for us, we have true blue followers that will listen to all the episodes regardless. But then there are some that are just higher than others that we know it's just because that movie was just like really popular. I think I was the most surprised by like Jackie and I love Drive Me Crazy. That was our second season, first episode, and it just leaps and bounds did better than like the 5 movies we had done before that. So and The Sweetest Thing was just like huge.
We
And I
could
was like,
not, we're like, no one's gonna listen to this episode except for like, we're doing this one for us.
Yeah.
And then like the reception was so great. And we're like, oh, other people love this weird little movie like we do. That's awesome.
it was our
It's
Pecker
probably the best,
Yeah.
you know, when you do it for you instead of like, I hate episodes where it feels like this one, like we gotta do this justice.
Yeah.
That's how we felt about doing Star Wars. We were like, we have to do it. we have to do it. Episode 1. That let me clarify, because I don't want
Phantom
people.
Menace.
prequels.
Yeah.
We love Star Wars in this house, but
Yeah.
episode 1 was like, oh Lord, oh man. But I think Pecker was probably the first one we did that was like, this is just for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a lot of fun with that one. And we are super excited because we got to meet Bria in person.
We did.
We went to Chicago and she joined us. And it was amazing because we did not catfish each other.
We are who we said we were.
Yeah.
They didn't sell me into any kind of slavery.
No.
It was a little touch and go there because when Bria landed, I texted her because I had a change of plans. We were going to dinner. I was meeting up with some other people. So I was like, hey, don't go to our like Airbnb or whatever. Meet us at this restaurant. And she's like, oh Lord. And I was like, oh my God, she's gonna think I'm gonna snatch her up.
I mean, no, because the restaurant was in public. Like, that probably was better than like me showing up like to a random apartment.
Meet me at this parking lot.
That relieved some nerves, but yeah, we didn't catfish each other, and it wasn't like awkward. Like, hi, nice to meet you. Like,
yeah, I was so excited. Felt like we've been friends forever, which was great.
Yeah.
And we can't wait to meet Simone.
I know.
And it was so funny. I'm a very like detail oriented person, and I'm a storyteller, and I get that from my parents. So whenever I like talk about my day, I will give you the too long didn't read version. I will give you 15 minutes of me at the grocery store. And so when I had texted Bria when she got back, I was like, how was it? She's like, it was a good trip. And I was like, I see pictures and videos, and it was so funny. So I mean, it sounded like y'all had a really great time, and unfortunately the How Did This Get Made thing got canceled.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bummer.
But you know
I
what?
watched Morbius for no reason, which I think
That's the biggest insult.
it really is. I'm
I
like,
didn't even watch it.
Me either. I didn't either. And I was like, oh, thank God I didn't watch it. Yeah. We had a very good time. It was just
We
like
did.
very relaxing and chill, which was nice, you know. And
it
we
was
got to
really
see a lot.
nice. Yeah. And it was the 4 of us that went. It was never anyone was like, oh, I need to do this, or I need like, it was all just chill, and whatever we decided to do was kind of like a group decision, and there was no like, not even arguing, just
Well,
like,
why are we going here?
yeah,
Why are we going
exactly.
here?
Yeah, it was just we all got
We should
along
do
really
this
well.
first. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It was a very easygoing trip.
Well, now that we're all caught up, we really do you guys want to play a game? Do we have a game, Jackie?
Yeah, it's called Choose a Brad.
Mhm.
Okay.
So we have 7 Brad Pitt movies from our time frame, 95 to 2005, and we all have to choose our favorite Brad from this time period. So I know I have visuals.
Okay.
So
Yay.
give me a second to get situated.
I know this isn't a question, but I feel like if Brad Pitt was any of the deadly sins, I mean, I think he's a lot of them, but he's got to be glutton, 100%.
Oh, the
Oh.
we a supercut edit montage of him eating in like
Yes.
all of
Yes.
his movies. Yes.
Yes. Okay, so our first Brad Pitt is from 7, the movie we're
Mhm.
doing this week. Very baby face fresh Brad.
Mhm.
We have Meet Joe Black Brad.
That fake Bahamian island accent he does in that movie.
Oh, I forgot the accent.
Cuts me out. The fact that the director of this movie didn't even want his name on this movie tells you a lot about this movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a fake name on here.
Yeah.
Next up, we
Fuck.
have Fight Club, Tyler Durden, Brad.
Yeah.
The cuts.
I have no
It's so
poker
good.
face.
We have Spy Game, Mullet Brad. We have Rusty, Ocean's 11, Brad.
Those like
And-
spiky bleach tips.
Yes, we have Troy, Luxurious Locks, Brad. And then we have Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Buzzcut, Brad.
My top two.
All right.
So we just have to choose one.
Just choose one.
And that person gets that one, or
Yes, I'll have him
You can
deliver
take
it
home.
tomorrow.
no, I meant like we can't pick the same Brad.
No, you can pick the same Brad.
Yeah, okay.
Just like, what is your Brad preference from that era?
I'm choosing Lust for 300, Alex.
Danielle, do you have one?
Yeah.
Go first. Okay.
I mean, I'm trying to, when I was watching this movie, I was trying to think, what is my favorite Brad Pitt movie? And I don't know, like nothing was coming to my brain. And even after seeing those, I'm like, I might have to like sit down and ponder, look at all his filmography to see what it is. But
I
I'm
actually was thinking he would be a good season.
oh really?
Yeah,
I'm going with Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
solid choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. He looks a little bit like David Beckham with the short hair.
Yes.
Okay, so originally I was going to choose Fight Club. That was I think my introduction to Brad Pitt was wasn't he in a vampire movie with
Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah,
That is
Interview
my
with the
favorite
Vampire,
Brad Pitt
yeah.
movie.
that
It
was
just
my
came to me.
intro. But when you said Troy, my mother took me and a girlfriend to go see that in theater. And this was like Brad Pitt v. Orlando Bloom, because both are
Mhm.
in it. And that long wig, he was also like partially naked throughout the entire film. He plays Achilles in that film. And yeah, he was having a lot of sex. He was really hot in that movie.
Excellent choice. Bria?
Man, so hard. I actually am going to choose Fight Club, Brad. I feel like that's the first Brad Pitt movie I fully saw. And I'm thinking of like his GQ spread for the movie and just, yes. But I will say Mr. and Mrs. Smith is right on his neck. So
Mhm.
Yeah. My favorite is Ocean's 11, Brad.
Oh, I thought you for sure would have picked 7, Brad.
So that's how this game came about. Because as we were watching it, my friend Alyssa was like, "Oh, this is not my favorite Brad." I'm like, "Are you kidding? Like, this is like a Brad I can get down with." And then I was thinking about it, I'm like, "Ooh, that would be a really good game. Like, what's your favorite Brad?" So, but the goatee kind of throws me off in 7. Like, he looks fine, but I prefer a clean shaven. Mr. and Mrs. Smith is a very close second, though.
I really wish Interview with the Vampire would have been able to be on here, because him and that long hair, I would have been braiding, playing, frolicking with it all day.
Well, and there were quite a few more movies within our time frame, but some of them he kind of had a similar aesthetic, so I kind of narrowed it down to like the different key looks that he had through the
I
late
mean,
90s
Thelma
and
and
early
Louise
aughts.
Brad too is nothing
Oof.
to cough at.
That blow dryer, if I could be it in his pants.
I just imagine you like taking a screenshot and just putting like your little face on the side of the blow dryer.
What's going on down below?
But
Now
look
I
at
feel
this. None of us overlapped.
I
actually.
know. We don't have to fight over our favorite Brad. Like, it was very amicable.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like if he was a little Barbie doll, we would all be like, all right, I'm going to take this one. I'll take this one. No one's going to
Exactly.
fight over the
I
Brad
would
doll.
totally buy a Brad Pitt Barbie doll of like these different
Mhm.
Brads.
Just have the whole
Forget
set
Ken.
on a shelf.
They
right?
really they missed out on an opportunity from a marketing standpoint to do stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
they only did it for like singers. Cause you know, I had
Mhm.
me my MC Hammer doll. Mhm.
Out of all
Shit. Say what you want. Say what you want. MC Hammer and Hammer Doll Hurt Me pants with a mesh top and the stars
Hey,
on it.
he's from Oakland, so
Mhm.
Bay Area legend. So
Yep.
Yeah, I love my MC Hammer doll. He was getting it with all my Shawnee dolls. Okay.
Nah, 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 nah. Nah, nah. I will touch this.
Yes.
They
Yes.
should have made a Usher Ken doll too. Since we're talking
Yes.
about musicians having dolls.
Yes.
His abs, I mean, was
Oh.
made for a Ken doll.
So good.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Missed opportunities, man. I would have totally collected the hell out of that.
Who's
Yeah.
at the Ken department at Barbie? We need a
Right?
shakeup.
We need a whole line of like 90s just action stars
Yeah.
and dolls.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Would love that. So last season we didn't have this, but this season we have our employee picks, which we've been asking all of our guests to pick 3 of their favorite movies from the time period of 1995 to 2005. So we're gonna let you guys choose individually.
I know Simone's first one.
Yes. So we top 3.
Top
Top
3
3.
that you, if you were an employee at Blockbuster, you would recommend to people coming to the store.
I love that Simone's writing hers down.
I know,
I
such
have
a
to. I
such a
have
dutiful
to.
student.
And I also wrote down all the Brads just in case I forgot them.
I
But
saw
that's
you
also
writing.
just like my memory. If it's not written down, it's forgotten forever.
Want to cheat and just stay on brand for the podcast. Because to be honest, a lot of my favorite movies are like 80s and like really early 90s movies.
My all-time favorite movie, I know we have some complicated and mixed emotions and feelings about this.
Okay.
Titanic forever.
Oh, jeez.
I know we say let the bitch sink, but you know what? I saw that movie 8 times in the theater between 1997 and 1998. It like sparked my love for that historic event and like went really deep down, like a Nat Geo dive on the history of the ship and the people. And I was really fascinated by the story. And to me, that is like a comfort movie. I put it on at least once a month. It's just background while I'm grading or doing other stuff. Recently, I had some friends over. We had like went out to this little like live music festival and then in like our town, just like watched some live music and then came back to our house. And someone wanted to start singing karaoke and they always start with My Heart Will Go On. I was like, well, come on, if y'all just want to watch Titanic, I'll just put it on. So I casually put it on, started it at midnight, got the entire room like captivated, and then I paused. I was like, just to let you know, this is 3 hours and 15 minutes. Are you willing to stay here until like 3:30 in the morning to do this? And they did. And that's like my love language and my like / toxic trait is like making people watch this movie with me. So that's my number 1 employee pick. But as a kid, my top 2 movies that for whatever reason we didn't own right away, so we always rented from Blockbuster, was The Little Princess.
Ooh.
And which was the story about that like rich little white girl whose like dad goes to war and he like drops her off at the orphanage, and then that like the madam who's running the orphanage was really mean and like stripped away all of her stuff. And then The Sandlot. was my second
Ooh.
highest rented.
The Sandlot is 94,
I think it's
93.
yeah, 3 or 4.
But we will accept it for you.
Yes.
Great choices, Simone. Bria,
Yes,
you got
excellent.
any?
Yeah. Well, I would say my all-time is Clueless. I watch that like
choice.
anytime. And then I'm gonna go a bit like spicy. I'm gonna stay on brand, but this is true. I watched this movie a lot in middle school, and if you listen to our episodes, you would that's probably reflected. But Selena, and it's not because of J-Lo, it's like Selena's story and her
Yeah.
life. And then what was the last one? Oh, this is my spicy one because there's so many great black movies in the 90s, and like honestly all of them are just like in my blood, but I feel like you're not gonna get this one, so I'm gonna give it to you. The Players Club.
Yeah.
It's good to know when the Players Club and the Little Princess pop up. You guys will
Yep.
be on our list. 100%.
I would die to see Simone watch Players Club. Like, I'm not prepared. That should be a full episode itself, just like Simone watches the Players.
Well, and that was so great about this season and even last season too, talking about casting, and what a new vocabulary term that I learned was a blasic, a black classic. I was like, oh, cool. And like there were lots of like actors and actresses that I knew from like Gabrielle Union, know her from Bring It On, but knowing that there are a whole other slew of films that I was never exposed to. Oh yeah, I would love to have like a film class by you, and just to take
We're
notes
just
and learn.
changing our premise to like, I make my white friend watch all these black movies.
It would just be called Black Famous. Literally, you would teach her because that's a term that it's funny. We have a really cool guest coming up, Anwar, and he does a lot of TikToks talking about Black famous actors, which means that like they're in movies and white people know who they are sometimes, but they're not household names. But in the Black community, we we know that they are famous to us. And it actually goes for white people too, because there's white people that are in Black movies or Black TV shows, and we may not know them for what they're famous for. And like, for example,
some girl.
Yes, the girl from
Mayim
Blossom.
Bialik?
No, the
No.
other
No.
girl, Six.
Jenna Von Oy.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
So white people know her from Blossom. Black people know her from The Parkers. So it's like interesting how
I know her from a Goofy movie because she was
That's
Stacy,
true.
Roxanne's
Or even
friend.
like the dude from Entourage. Like a lot of white people probably know him from Entourage. Jerry Garcia? No, it's something Garcia.
Yeah, but we know him from
Think Like a Man and
Yes,
those like,
yes,
movies
yeah.
and stuff. So, I mean, I knew him from Entourage, but most black people know him from like those movies.
I think he
those,
played Jerry
rom-coms.
in the movie. That was his name in the movie.
I just know his name on Entourage was Ferrara. That's his
What was his name on the movie? Mike? I think it was Mike, maybe. Okay, way off the beaten path. So why don't you guys tell everybody how they can find you on socials so that they can check out your pod? If I don't know why they're not already at this point, but they should.
I mean, do they? I mean, it's such a wretched world. You can find us at RoleCallPod. That's roll with an E, on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and then just I think Roll Call on YouTube. We don't have Facebook, and I think that's it. Yeah.
And as always, you can check us out at No More Late Fees on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And stay tuned for our 7th episode with Bria and Simone later this week.
And as always, be kind and rewind.
I can hear your music like in my